Good morning, students. Today in chapter number 7, that is plants living and surviving, we will do the topics under the terrestrial plant. So what are terrestrial plant? Terrestrial plants, I have told you yesterday also that these are those plants which basically grows on land. So the plants that grow on land are called terrestrial plants. And what is the meaning of word terrestrial? Terrestrial means living on land. And yesterday we have done the plants growing in hilly areas and the plant growing in plain areas, that what are their features. Today we will talk about that what are the features of plants that are growing in hot and damp areas, which are growing in deserts, and which are growing in marshy areas. So one by one we will discuss about all these three, and you can read this thing on page number 58 and 59 of your EVS book. So I am explaining you in the form of points. So see everywhere, this one. Okay, the first one is that in hot and damp areas. So the plants growing in hot and damp areas, in this the trees have lots of leaves. They do not shed leaves in winter and they remain evergreen. These are the features of the plants which is growing in hot and damp area, means they have lots of leaves and they do not shed leaf in winter, and they most of the time they remain evergreen. And I will show you the pictures of these also. Examples are pepper, rubber, sugarcane, rice and cotton. Now I will show you in the picture. See here, this one is the picture of pepper. This is the picture of pepper. This one is picture of sugar cane, and this is the picture of rubber plant. So these are the three plants, this rubber plant, this sugar cane and this pepper plant. These are the plants which grow in hot and damp areas, and you can see here they are having lots of leaves and most of the time they remain green. Now the next we will talk about the plants growing in desert areas. So the plants growing in desert area, most of the plants grow without leaves. Mean most of the plants which are growing in desert area, they grow without the leaves. Why? Because most plants have spines instead of leaves. Because in the desert area, the leaves of plants, they are converted into spines. Why? Because spines prevent loss of water. That is why the leaves of the plants growing in desert area, they are converted into spines to prevent loss of water. The green fleshy stem of such plants contain chlorophyll and makes food. Stem also store food and water. What this means, the food in desert plants, it is prepared by stem of the plants, and it is green and fleshy, and stem also store food and water for the plant. Examples are cacti, succulents, white flowers and palm tree. Now I will show you some examples of these desert plant. See here, this is the example of succulents. These are the plants which basically grow in the desert area, and these are known as succulents. This is the cactus, and third one, this one is the palm tree. So these are the three examples of the trees which grow in desert area. Again I am showing, these are the palm trees, this is cactus, and this is succulents. So this is about the plants growing in desert area. Now coming to the last part of terrestrial plant, that plants growing in marshy areas. So the plants growing in marshy area, so what kind of area is there? In marshy area, the soil is sticky and clay. So soil is very sticky and clayey in texture. Trees which grow in marshy areas, they are known as mangroves. So trees which grow in marshy areas, they are known as mangroves. The roots do not get air as the soil is covered with water. The roots of the plants or trees which grow in marshy area, they do not get air. Why? Because the soil is covered with the water. The most of the water, it is covered with the soil, so they can't breathe properly. So what they do? The roots of these plants grow out of the soil and water. They comes out of the soil and water, and these kind of roots are called breathing roots. Why they are called breathing roots? Because they breathe, they come out from the soil and water, and they breathe from the air. Examples are cattles, also known as typha, then papyrus, alders, and maples. So I will show you some examples of these trees. First, see the picture for breathing roots. So first you will see the picture of breathing roots. And see here, this is the picture of breathing roots. So you can see these are the trees, and roots of trees, they are coming out of water and soil, and they are breathing from the air. They are taking oxygen from the, they are taking carbon dioxide from the air, and they are breathing from here. So these are known as breathing roots. This is the example of cattles. It is written cattails. This is also the plant which is growing in marshy area. So this is our cattails. You simply say cattails. Now next is, this is also an example of the plant, and this is known as alders. And this is the plants, and these are known as papyrus. This one is the papyrus, and these also basically grows in the marshy area. So this one is papyrus, and this is alder, and this is the example of cattail. So these all grow in the marshy area where the soil is very clay and sticky in texture, and these plants, they breathe through breathing roots. So this homework you have to complete on the basis of today's assignment, and this you can see in the assignment tab of your SMDP app. Thank you and have a nice day.